Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome tonight to a very special night of Candle in the Mead Hall. We are joined by our very first guest, Ticking Time Bob from Ticking Time Bob Gaming. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank him for joining us tonight and welcome him in before we get started. And then I would like to get started. Good evening, and welcome back to Candle in the Mead Hall. Tonight's chapter is Demon in the Stones, a tale of omens, whispers, and old fears rising anew. The comet has not faded from Winchester's memory. Some call it a sign from heaven, others a wound torn across the sky. At the Epiphany feast, fanes and courtiers bent their knees, but shadows lingered in the hall, and secrets followed the coterie home. Now rumors spread of the standing stones beyond the city, sheep found mutilated, priests claiming the wind there speaks in tongues, and pagans whispering that something stirs in the old chalk hills. Tonight, faith will be tested, alliances strained, and the line between zealotry and damnation will blur. Welcome to Candle in the Mead Hall. How's everyone doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Not too bad.
Excellent. I want to introduce everyone. We're going to go around in a normal order, and then we're going to introduce Bob last. But Nerd and Art, tell us who you are, who you're playing tonight, and in light of things that have happened, what's on your character's mind? And 1 second, I got to mute my.
All right. I am Nerd at Art. I don't really stream on my own channel, but you catch me here on Monday nights playing Vampires with Zed. And you can also catch me on Saturday nights where I am in the Changing Breeds Feral Florida game playing Alligator Twin. It's been a lot of fun already. Only one session in, and it's been awesome. Tonight, I am playing Roswin of Lichfeld. She is a Toreador seamstress to the Queen. There has been a lot going on in Winchester as of late. Turns out there are some older Cainites on the way, kind of investigating what has gone down. That's very concerning to Roswin, and she thinks that they need to settle this matter of who their figurehead, their prince is, ASAP, lest they look like fools when people show up. So she's definitely been chatting with Anarod, trying to come up with some sort of plan, although I must admit he's been doing a lot more work than I have on that. I'll let him explain.
All right. Hello. Hello there, I'm Davey. I'm a gamer, history buff, general nerd. This evening I'm playing Anrod. He's a Bruja, a Scop poet, and he has been thinking about this political issue that they have, and I've done the most Bruja thing that a Bruja can possibly do, and I've written a manifesto. So we're gonna talk about that at some point. Not sure how that's gonna go.
Makes you sound like the Unabomber, a manifesto.
I mean, it's shorter than Unabomber's manifesto. It's a page and a half. Probably rambles less.
I'm just Joshi, and I'm playing Suni, the Zumitsi. Suni's kind of feeling in the dark right now. He hasn't been told what happened last week, and he knows some information, but not all the information. And he got a letter, I guess. He can't read though, so.
I may have overlooked that detail.
Should have sent it as a singing telegram.
That's why in the character chat I was like, "Do you personally deliver it?"
And read it to you. Yeah, we could say I read it to you.
All right, I'm no longer muted to stream. Thank you for pointing it out. I had to. My dogs were going a little berserk for a second. I had to. Apparently, no one could hear them but me. I had to Cruella de Vil them and make a coat. That is not accurate. They are very okay. But that brings us to keyword. I don't know why that brings us to keyword, but that brings us to keyword. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what you're thinking.
Keyword Savior, future former streamer, meant to stream today, wanted to get chores done. Apparently I was a little too ambitious and my upper back and neck are just among all the other things going on. Now I have that to think about. So, playing Kinnerick, the new thing of basing. He also got a note regarding Anarod's concerns about proposed political structure and, well, he's got notes on that note.
Omen, a clan of vampires that set their sights on the realm. That's very on brand. Excellent. We will use that retro perspective. Thank you very much. I know exactly how to use that now. Quick Crafters, tell us who you are. Tell us who you're playing, and tell us what's going through Wolfstan's mind.
Hi everybody. My name is Crit. I am the Dungeon Master from the Crit Crafters. You can find me on Twitch doing more Pathfinder-oriented stuff. Of course, that's when I'm not playing in one of Zed's game, either this one or Feral Florida. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, because honestly, Saturdays are awesome. That being said, I play Wolfstan the Twiceborn, a famous cult leader and leader of the pagan community. Who's trying to find a new safe haven for his people, specifically St. Catherine's Hill. I think that Wolfstan at this point is trying to figure out how much he wants to get involved with these people, because even though he was accepted, they seem to be unsure about their own leadership, and he just wants somebody to be able to give him, like, a promise that pagans are going to be treated fairly at the very least. And right now, he has not gotten that promise from anyone. And that's pretty much what he's looking for. He at least wants to be sure that the coterie is standing on firm ground before he fully commits.
Ellie, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what's on Wendretta's mind.
Hello, my name is Ellie, or Mrs. Keywork. There isn't much about me. I don't stream, just a crazy cat lady. But, on Monday nights I play Wendretta. She's a Ventru, lady of an alderman, kind of, not so much power hungry, but she just kind of wants it. And after getting the scroll from Anarod, she's like, we kind of want the same things. Why is he being such an argumentative little brat, almost?
Excellent. All right, that brings us to Bob from TickingTimeBob Gaming. Tell us about yourself. Tell us what you do.
Hi, everyone.
Let us know about your content.
Perfect. TickingTimeBob Gaming here. We do Pendragon on Twitch Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And a big vampire fan. Looking forward to this.
Excellent. All right, I want to get started with our normal... what we usually do around this point is we're going to refresh our willpower, resolve or composure, whichever's higher. Who is refreshing their blood bonds this session? This is 1 week after the feast. Who is refreshing their blood bond, enforcing it on their ghouls, doing anything? Who's withholding? Anyone keeping up their maintenance?
I think I did it last time, so I don't think I need to do it again.
Same.
You already sent blood away this month, Ellie. Wolfstan, you don't have a ghoul. Kinnerick, you don't have any ghouls. Suni, are you Swinturn? You ghouled Swinturn, correct?
Yeah, I believe he's at 3 weeks now.
Okay, excellent. So no one needs to do any of that maintenance. Fantastic. Let's make our daily rouse checks. All right. So,
What's our hunger starting at?
Always starts at 2. We
always starts at 2.
Always starts at 2.
Sorry, let me roll that again. There we go. I'm good.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right. So, Anurad, would you like to feed? Do you need to feed at Hunger 2?
I thought I passed that.
No, you're Hunger 2. Everyone starts at Hunger 2.
Oh right.
Do
Oh
you
right. Everyone starts Hunger 2. Yeah, I'll take half and I'll feed.
take half and feed down to Hunger 1?
Sounds
Fantastic.
good. Yeah.
What is your desire? Your last desire was to find out if you were in trouble and misdirect, which you'll kind of see that you may have and may have not succeeded in that, but you definitely misdirected.
Great.
So
As long
you
as someone else is taking the heat.
well, you'll see. You'll see. Okay. Desire for this evening.
Desire for this evening would be get some people signed onto my manifesto. The charter that I've written.
All right. Suni, are you going to take half and feed, or are you going to go to this coterie meeting that we have planned at Hunger 2?
I'm gonna take half and feed.
All right, exactly. So last time you wanted to be a peacekeeper during the Epiphany Feast, you kind of were a rumor monger instead.
Yeah, I kind of did the opposite, I guess.
You did.
To be fair, though, I was specific against the pagans last week, if I remember correctly. I was trying to peacekeep specifically for the pagans.
Yes. Yes.
The Christians were exempt from my wishes to peacekeep. This week, I don't know how to word it. Suni just kind of wants to figure out why he's been left in the dark for a week.
Oh, okay. He's been left in the dark. I hope you guys can't hear that dog barking right next to my mic. That was when. Hold on 1 second. I gotta mute my microphone.
We don't hear it, Zed. We're fine.
Hey, you don't hear
Yeah,
that?
we don't hear it at all.
No.
Nope.
That's amazing.
My desire for the week would probably be to just resolve this leadership issue once and for all. I think Roswin's the only one that was acting like we were already past this, so she just wants to put a nail in this coffin and be done with it.
Resolve leadership. Last week you wanted to gain knowledge on mail. Do you feel like you succeeded in doing that?
No, not really.
Right.
I mean, I learned that he's not a kindred, but that's pretty much as far as I got.
Excellent. And are you feeding before you go to this coterie meeting and taking half?
Sure, I'll drop myself down to Hunger 1.
Fantastic. All right. Wendretta, are you going to
Yes.
at your manipulation plus persuasion difficulty 3?
Yes, I will take half.
Where are you feeding? Because you have your very specific feeding requirements. Are you still feeding outside of the Amber Veil?
She could also use like the tavern in town. Find someone at the tavern that is still around, noble blood, or go knock on Kinnerick's door and be like, "Hey, help out a girl here."
Okay, so you're looking for noble blood. You can take half, so it's not a huge concern. I just want to know where your supply of noble blood is coming from, and I think that's pretty well resolved. Last session, your desire was to sit tight and watch the chaos, which you did. What do you want? What is your desire this week?
Same as Roswin's. Let's get this leadership thing all set up and done with, because it's just in the way, and there's going to be problems coming soon.
Okay. Kinnerick, are you going to take half and feed before the coterie meeting this evening? You're going to beat someone up again and take their blood?
No, I'm just going to feed I'm going to take 2 dots from the herd because nobody else does. So I'm going to be selfish and take that.
Okay. I like it. You only need to take 1 because you can't take 2 to get yourself to Hunger 0. You can only get to Hunger 0 by killing someone.
My rouse check was a no-go, so I'm at 3, so I'm taking 2.
Thank you. You are the man. Oh, last night's desire was to attend the feast appearing as his title as expected. You did that. You did that well. You did. It was very easy to do, and you did it, and I'm happy that you did it. So, what is your desire this week?
Likewise, to resolve the establishment of a recognizable political and I guess secondary is standing behind Windretta as positing her as the prince position.
Ooh, okay. The first open maneuver. I love it. Political and stand behind Madretta. I like the venture. I love the venture unity. Wolfstan, you are officially
Sure.
part of the coterie now.
Yes.
So if you want to feed.
I will take half.
All right, so you can feed, you can get yourself down to 1.
Yes, please.
The hunger 1. Last session, your desire was to make a display of strength. What was your display of strength? What do you think it was?
I think that in a general sense, he did not kneel when everybody was kneeling. He did not show any deference to the standards of. So he basically remained himself when everybody was pliable to the Christian faith. I would say this is a stand that he did, and also try to humiliate the person that was doing the.
That's what I was thinking.
I think that's another.
Your Quell the Beast on Brother Kelwolf was very, very timely. I loved it.
So yeah, I think that would be how I executed that.
All right. So what is your new desire?
Not to be swept into anyone's political agenda while trying to find a place for my people.
Okay. Say that one more time for me.
Try not to be swept into anyone's political agendas while finding a place for my people. I don't want to fight anybody's crusade just because, this is the price to pay for something.
All right. So I had a whole bunch of prompts separated, but what I want to do is I want to get to the rumors, and then I want to get to the coterie meetings, guys. All right. So I'm going to forego the normal prompts we usually do, and I want to give you guys more time in the coterie meeting because you guys have a lot to discuss. But some of these rumors that you've been hearing around town, around the court, these specifically, the queen's been dreaming of fire at the Standing Stones. She swears that Roswin, that you were there beside her. You've never been there. You've never been at the Standing Stones. Runk's been singing a song in the tavern lately, claimed that Anarad burned Skaldmere. By dawn, the whole street has joined in.
I imagine Kenrick's paying that drunk.
That guy travels fast in a small town.
Thane Kenrick's men won't patrol the Chalk Hills. They say torches sputtered out when the voices call their names. In the market, Suni, one of your little birds never came back from the hills. They found him with the message still attached to his leg, but his tongue was black as ash, though no fire had touched him. A messenger has come down from the abbey, raving that he saw a brother who walked with no shadows. And the courtesans at the Amber Vale have been whispering about a client who never bleeds. Badolf has been a little worried and concerned about it over the last couple of days. Wolfstan, your followers say the idols in the groves have been smeared with blood. Kind of rites done backwards, fire lit in reverse. And while the comet's still there, the frost still creeps across the doors in Winchester, even now when no wind blows. And the wind at the stones speaks in tongues. One swears it whispered his true name, another swears it whispered his sins. Now I want you guys to, where are you holding your coterie meeting tonight? This very important coterie meeting. The Amber Vale, perhaps?
Do we trust Badolf enough to have it there? This very important one?
I would have offered St. Catherine's Hill, but this is just me.
I have mixed feelings about that.
Out of character, Badolf already knows more than he should. So why should we
Yeah.
stop there?
Badolf knows Cainite society way better than any of us, though. He's the only one that's going to have real input on this document that's valid.
Yeah, but didn't Rosalind say she wanted to keep all the non-coterie folk out of it. So
I say that for everyone's benefit because I don't trust Cadweir or Aldhelm, and so if we're going to keep those two out, then we keep Battlefelt too. Let's be unfair to everyone if we're going to be unfair.
yeah, I can accept that. Although, to be fair, Anarod did already invite them. Actually, I didn't invite them. I just sent them I sent them a copy of the charter with no
You need to
explanation
go
as
back to
to
that section of in-character chat and just undo that
delete
comment, just
that. Yeah,
redacted.
undo that comment.
I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was
If,
it was just I was just informing them that it was a thing.
Heads up, guys. If we are set on excluding them, then we can definitely have it at my keep, where we know there'll be trusted eyes on the doors.
I'm okay with that.
I think that's a good idea.
Fair enough.
All right, let me ask you a quick question, Keyword. Has the Thane put any work into interior decorating, or is your hall still completely bare?
Oh, I thought we covered this a couple weeks back. Yeah, I have 2 in resources, so I put some work in upping the motif. No bare stone wall.
All right, so it's no longer bare stone walls. There are, I'm sure you have at least one shield hanging from the wall now, a couple furs that
At
people
least one tapestry.
At one beautiful tapestry made by the wonderful Roswin. My dog is just barking. I'm glad you can't hear her, but I can. It makes me
Clearly
yell.
showing Anarod at the sacking of Skaldmere.
Sacking of Skaldmere.
It paints a pretty clear picture.
This is a character assassination.
It really was a group effort.
It really was.
So you have not invited the NPCs, which is okay. That is fantastic. I would like
We wanted quorum with our coterie before we know it's essential eventually, but for the moment.
as everyone approaches Thane Kinneric's, yes, Wolfstand.
Would the guards at his keep let me through?
If he would, they were told to, yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure if I don't have any trouble, just for the sake of trouble at his keep. Cool.
You were easy enough to describe to them to look out for.
Fair, that's fair.
How many do you bring your famulus with you, and do you bring how many people?
Yes, and I probably bring like a posse and just like have them wait outside.
Okay, outside the estate of basing. Fantastic, Anorat. How do you arrive?
Just roll up and on a horse I've borrowed from the bishop, presumably. Just hitch it to a post and kind of just saunter in like I own the place.
Okay.
Just kind of, like admiring the decor, kind of run my finger over a few things. Lovely decor, Kenrick. I really love what you've done with the place. It's very, very homey.
Rudy, I want to get to you now. I want to know how you get to the Thane. No one seems to tell you anything. Did someone? I hope someone sent a message. Did someone send an actual message to the Dovecode?
Like a talking message.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. Coterie meeting.
Like a talking message. I like that. Yeah, no, I get
the man that owns a dovecote should probably learn to read soon. I'm just saying.
That's a good point. Who's reading these things for you?
I have ghouls for that.
Then they can read you the invitation.
Yeah, Swidun, if he's around, he will read for me. He knows my letters.
Okay. Hey, Freya, stop chewing on that.
And yeah, I'll arrive on foot. No horse for me. I don't need a horse. I can walk. Not like some elevated kindred.
Horsey's so bourgeois.
Salty.
I'm just rubbing the salt. And I stand at the doorway waiting for an invitation.
Does the invitation have to come from the owner of the estate, or can it come from anybody? I can't recall.
I believe it has to come from the owner.
Or someone who lives there.
Or someone who lives there. So do you meet Suni at the gate, Keyword, knowing that he's had this? You've seen this before.
Yes, it's expected. I wasn't gonna. I was hoping I could relate it through the doorman, but knowing that wouldn't be the case, I just standing there, leaning against the post.
Oh, lives there.
Oh, it can be relayed through whomever lives there.
That's what I'm saying. It can be related to whoever lives there. You don't need to wait for him.
Okay, yeah. Then the help was instructed to.
And Suni
The help
arrives.
was instructed to let you in,
Suni
invite you
arrives
in directly.
without any impediment. Is what I'm trying to say. That would bring me to Wendretta. How do you arrive?
Take a horse from a stable and ride on down there, and again, also like Anerod, walk in like I own the place.
Okay, everyone owns this place. Rosalind?
I'd imagine I probably just walk over from the Amber Vale. I'm spending most of my nights there since the Queen is spending most of her nights there, and it's a good opportunity for me to talk to Battle. I keep an eye on the Queen. Jaunt on over. I'll be back shortly, my lady.
Excellent. All right, so I would like you all to make a Wits plus Awareness roll. Difficulty 3. Keyword, you don't need to make it because you're already just hanging out.
Can I just take half instead of rolling?
Yes, if you can take half, take half.
Can you tell me all the things? Because I got 5.
Roswin sees the sexes of the spiders in the corners.
I got 1 success.
All right.
I ain't see shit.
Roswin, you notice that there is an inordinate number of crows.
Naturally.
They are
This is weird. Not at all like the cats.
not at all like the cats. It's weird.
Okay.
And they are not on the walls. They are not on the estate. They are outside. They are on the trees. But there's an inordinate number of them.
Okay. Well, I will wait, at the door for Kenrick to be shown where to go. I've never been in the Hall of Basing. Well, I guess I used to live in the Hall of Basing. What am I talking about?
You used to live here.
So I'm probably just going to walk into wherever I need to go because I know exactly where I'm going. And I'm probably going to take up a position kind of close to a window where I can keep an eye on these weird-ass birds for a little while.
Excellent. So the 6 of you have gathered. There's no Cadweir, no battle, just the 6 of you. The floor is yours. I know Rosalind has a prepared speech she'd like to give, and we have a charter to discuss. So take all the time you need, but not too much because we do have we will get to our guest. I promise.
I do, but I don't because I accidentally deleted the speech I wrote, so I had to quickly draft one before game.
Oh no.
This one's a lot shorter at least, so it'll be easy. So yeah, once we're all gathered, I'm sure we're all just kind of standing around waiting for someone to speak at this point, so I'll kind of clear my throat and step towards the center of the room, make eye contact with everyone. We were sired together, not by chance, but with purpose. What we build here in Winchester will not be for our sires, but for us, and for the betterment of all who live here. I believe that family is chosen, not given. This is the family I have chosen. If we're to endure the centuries, we must act as kin, as equals. But there's still a game that must be played. Other Cainites are coming. Older, stronger, cunning. They will not recognize a council as ours without a face. One must be our voice. One must break our ties. I still believe that figure should be Windretta. She's noble by birth. She is respected by priest, lord, and peasant alike. Unlike the rest of us, myself included, she has shown restraint. She has yet to kill. Not another one of us can say that. They will come expecting a prince. We will give them a queen. Together, we can shape something greater than a throne. Not tyranny, but council. Not subjects, but citizens. Rome rose on law, but fell on ambition. Let us learn from both. We will be a coterie, a council, a family. Windretta is the head. Each of us a part of the body, equal in voice, equal in right. That's how we endure. I believe Anarod has been working on a charter. I'll give the floor to him.
Thank you, Roswin. I have been giving some considerable thought to our position, and I believe that you're correct in your assessment of the threat from Bath and London. There will be a storm coming that we will need to weather as best we can, and I've been convinced that we need to give our strongest impression to these outsiders. Now, yes, that does mean naming somebody our figurehead. And I am open to that. However, I have proposals for making the system a little more fair. I also wish to propose another position, a peacekeeper of sorts, to ensure good conduct of Cainites in this city. And there are a number of stipulations about how long one can stay in these positions that I have drawn up. Roswin has ideas about them. We can discuss them. But I was thinking that 50 years is an adequate time for anyone to be in power. It's a mortal life after all. After which time, we'll simply nominate somebody else. Have you each had the chance to peruse the charter?
I fear that did not come my way. I am, after all, a bit further away from the beaten path.
I would have, perhaps I didn't do a good enough job in delivering it.
Indeed, and I welcome you all here. You have an standing invitation, Suni, so each of you may enter and enjoy my keep as you might, or as needed. You will notice that we are only 6 here, and the others whom we have found around Winchester have not been invited as such. If we cannot reach quorum with the 6 of us without a tiebreaker, then who are we to decide? So we must find ourselves in agreement tonight before we extend whatever decisions we make to them. Anarod?
Here.
I agree.
Here. Anarod, I've had time to peruse your notes, and I have many thoughts. I'm certain everyone else does as well. The time limits notwithstanding, I think there is much to discuss.
Very well. Shall I read the document for the benefit of the assembled ones who have not yet had the chance.
The less
Please
literate
do.
then.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a moment, look towards Wendretta, and then back towards Anrad. Kind of tilt my head to the side. You do not need to go over what's written on paper for my sake, but I appreciate the thought.
If I might say, we are faced with beings who live long years and stand heavily on tradition. They won't recognize something beyond what they're used to, as we've been instructed by Cadweir and Badolf. But I second Roswin's promotion of Windretta as possession of Prince.
Have we been instructed that by Badolf?
Yes.
He's the
They
one
will
who told
expect
us that
someone to
we
be in charge.
need all of this.
Suni doesn't know that.
Suni wasn't
He wasn't there.
Suni wasn't there for it, and no one told him.
there.
Oh, see, I figured since it was shared directly with me, somebody would have shared it with Suni.
Here's the thing though. Suni's been at the Vale a lot. So I feel like I probably would have told him at some point because I would be seeing him there all the time.
I also probably saw him when I
Yeah.
dropped the thing off. So
Because I asked specifically in the in-character chat, I was like, does anybody tell Suni? And then
I completely missed that comment. I apologize.
and then
But yeah,
Windretta
I
was
feel
like,
like I
I
would have
tell
told you at one
Cedric.
point. Yeah. No, I would have told you. We would have run into each other at the Vale.
Okay, then I have to adjust my mood.
Yeah.
Bring it down.
I agree with most of the conditions of the charter. I do believe that the term limits need to change. I believe that continuation in leadership can be one of our strengths, not one of our weaknesses, but there should be a caveat that should betrayal or impropriety occur, an emergency vote can be called.
I might propose something perhaps a bit different. We did elect the person to lead us. Why doesn't that person decide when it is time to move on for a position?
When Dretta doesn't say anything, she just looks at Anarod because she knows he's going to say something.
because what if they don't decide? The objective is to stop power coagulating in the hands of one individual or group.
It's already an impower balance because we have a person whose votes stand above others.
Windretta's
I-
position would mostly be to break ties between the group, and we need someone who can speak for us before the other Cainites.
I vote
They're not going to
still
recognize
that-
us as a council.
I vote still that she makes the decision when it is time to pass on a function of leadership or when it stops serving her purpose.
Hmm.
I
And-
think
and-
inherently the problem with that logic, though, is it breeds violence, no?
And that was a problem because
As one who has the most ill to say of old ways and in favor of doing new ways, I think that a leader every 50 years would present an unstable base amongst us to the outward Cainites. If we were to change so frequently, it would draw question and insurrection, perhaps.
I
Agree.
agree.
There is a way to change things, but that comes with time, and you can't do it in 50 years, considering we have centuries, hopefully centuries to go. But the only way to do it is by being strong and putting forth a good front and eventually changing the way things are. That's why I want to do this. I do want to change the way things are, not just in like regular society, but Cainite society. Maybe we can do something, but I do agree with your charter. Just the time limits where it just doesn't make sense.
I could be
How-
persuaded on time limits.
how old typically do we live to? Yes, we are immortal, but none of us is.
We can still
I have
die.
heard of some of us that do live beyond eons, that are from a time before time. I would not be surprised if expectancy, as you're calling it, is beyond anything that can be measured.
We have no way of knowing how much time we have, my friend. But I know that we are safer if we can find a way to unify our beliefs, our laws, and have someone who can speak for us when necessary.
Absolutely, having someone to speak for us when necessary is without question. Um, it's the time limit is an interesting conundrum, though, being as those of us herein are quite young. That perception of the centuries is difficult to grasp. So perhaps it could start small and increase over the years. As we age into the timeless, our reigns could extend. $50 today seems like a very long time. 50 years in 500 years likely will not feel the same. So perhaps increasing the time limit now is preemptive.
Come back and see how we feel about it in a century.
I'd say that's
Adopt,
fair.
adopt the framework now, quibble on the details later. I thank you, Anarod, for drafting as such.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm happy to throw my support behind Windred as well. If everyone is accepting of the stipulations, including
Seems we have reached a quorum on that front.
the appointment of a Shire Reeve to keep the peace.
To
agree.
keep everyone's peace, correct?
Everyone's, Christian and pagan alike. And
I believe
to
that should be you, Anarod. My vote is for you.
I saw you defend pagan on the hill. My vote is with you as well.
See, my vote would be with you because you do defend pagans, but man, you have very how do I want to say this? Very liberal after school activities, basically, where
You may have killed a lot of people already.
you might have burned down a
That's a
house to
good
cover up
thing.
bodies.
in fairness to me, there's nothing in the charter that says we can't kill people. I'm being realistic here.
Realistically, I would vote for you as well, though protecting the peace amongst Cainites as well as protecting our dark secrets from the outside normies. It would be important that we compose ourselves in a manner that does as such. So, unfortunately, I'm in agreement that your past achievements as they are might preclude you. Your pallor has changed over the last months. You seem less human than human.
Yes, but we do need a monster that other monsters will fear, do we not?
This is why I waffle on this, because as the one least trusting of a power structure, I think it would be the olive branch to extend that Anerod would be the one to hold this particular reign. So I will vote when it comes to a vote.
Least trusting of a power structure, but this power structure is his own design. This is not meant to
Carter,
sully anything that Anerod has brought forth. It's just meant to point out.
I have noted that your words seem to constantly sow discord, Suni. So if you'll allow me, I will be taking them with a grain of salt.
thank you, Wolfstan. I appreciate that.
When did I become the bad guy?
You're the bad guy, but you're definitely the wild card.
Yeah, Woden.
It's like, when did I become the bad guy?
Never
About
trust
the
a
time.
fence sitter or a
I
would-be
mean,
god.
He kind of
But-
made himself the bad guy. It's fine.
Are we the bad?
Well, perhaps
We're all
we
the
should
baddies.
Yes,
finish
we always
our-
have been.
Perhaps we should finish our minor revisions of this charter, and we can all think about who our vote for Shire Reeve will be. We will discuss this the next time we meet.
Might I ask, Anerod, why the specifics in your charter that the Reeve and the Prince shall not be of the same clan? There are only 2 of us who share a clan in this coterie. Is
I'm
that
looking ahead. Looking ahead, Kenrick.
That
It
will
may
not be the
always
future
the
forever,
case.
and it does help prevent collusion.
Illusion?
Collusion.
This
I
I would
thank
leave
you
to the
all.
coterie.
I thank you all for your open minds in this matter.
I believe from the start we've all been agreeable to most of this. It's now just written.
Well, it's good to have laws placed on paper so that they cannot be warped by people's false memories or deliberately obfuscated in order to benefit one party or another.
Now,
This is something I learned from the Christians.
I believe that I'm not the only one who has been educated by older vampires in the city. Cadwir had mentioned a system of debts between our kind. This is vacant in your charter. Is this something that we should continue doing?
I believe the charter is only to outline leadership. We'll still have to draft a separate set of laws.
More of a suggestion than actual law, as far as I take it.
I don't think any law could stop Cainites from screwing favors out of one another.
Hence what I said, we need a monster to keep other monsters in line.
In that case, before all of you, let it be known that I have accepted, on the behalf of Cadwir, for his living in our city, he owes us, the coterie, 1 major boon. I owe Cadwir 1 major boon in exchange for his teachings.
We're going to need someone to write all this down.
Writing it down as we speak. I mean, Windretta also has a copy. Like, she's been keeping track of these things.
Yep, I have a copy of it. So yes, Windretta has been
See
keeping
the
a copy of it.
player. is writing them down.
Put a storyteller on an Excel sheet.
It's like Suni needs to learn
Having-
to read so he can be the boonkeeper.
I don't need to.
Yeah,
read
she
to
can't be the
be a
boonkeeper and the prince. Jeez.
It's true. It's
Dude,
true.
couldn't do that. Couldn't do that.
Perhaps Suni has an end game.
I'm sure he does.
No, I think that would make total sense. If Windretta is to take the position of prince, then Suni taking the position of treasurer, so to speak, would make sense.
Boonkeeper.
Boonkeeper, exactly.
That being
I
said,
just also, I mean,
I don't believe, based on the age, that Wolfstan is indebted to us. We agreed to allow him to enter our group willingly.
Agreed.
Aldhelm has taken exactly what he wanted and given nothing in return. I have very little regard for Aldhelm, especially after his violence.
His
He's a
violence.
Amber Vale.
He's a problem.
Leave Aldhelm to me.
Yes.
I feel we have all made efforts to reach out to Aldhelm, and he has rebuffed us all, to my awareness.
I will discuss the matter with him.
Everyone in the cast have a drink.
Ensure his hydration time.
Thanks, Saki.
Thank you, Saki.
I will ensure his cooperation.
That would be something that you are responsible for, yes. I can't remember, like, Joshy can't remember. Badolf did discuss owing us a boon for being in the city, right?
Yes.
Indeed.
Since we're discussing boons, I also owe Badolf a major boon for his mentorship, so...
Is this where we are admitting our boons for all the world to hear?
Sounds like it. Everybody air it out.
I owe one minor boon to Cadware, and I owe one major one to Badolf.
Jeez.
So it sounds to me like Cadwir and Badolf are well positioned in this city, and they're not going anywhere. Does anyone owe Aldhelm anything? Just throwing that out there.
No, I let him stay in Winchester.
I've not had the opportunity to meet the man that you speak of.
Okay.
Aldhelm, you did meet Aldhelm. He was the guy who punched Badolf. You were there for that.
That guy.
That guy.
Any other confessions to make while the time is right?
No, I do not owe any boons to Aldhelm.
Is Aldhelm a pagan
Doesn't.
or a Christian?
I never asked him.
I've not spoken with him enough to know.
He's a Saxon, I know that much.
I just call him a pain in the ass.
How about you let me try to handle this and see if I can turn it into a profit?
He is a self-admitted derelict, a crow on the corpse of the former Cainites of Winchester.
Yeah, but even crows have a benefit and clean out corpses when otherwise nobody will touch them.
As soon as the word crow comes back up, when Dreda looks out the window, is that large flock of birds still there?
Yes, the large flock of birds is still there.
There's 5 of them in the window.
When Dreda
I haven't noticed, so
Yeah.
Roswin gestures towards the window and goes, "Speaking of crows, has anyone else noticed this?"
Are they within range if I would like to speak with them?
You can, if you wish, yep.
I would like to Feral Whisper and ask one of them who told them to be here.
All right, make your roll. I believe you have to make a rouse check.
Yes, it is a res check first.
Res check first, yeah.
Okay, I'm good. And it will be, I believe, manipulation or
Well-
charisma, probably. Charisma and animal can.
Charisma and animalism.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Charisma
Yeah,
and
manipulation plus animalism.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 2. 3.
Can I take half on that?
It's 3. If you can take half, you can take half.
I can take half on that.
All right, so you chirp at the birds. And
Okay.
back. Helm.
They say what?
Adhelm.
Can I ask him to go to tell him I want to meet him later?
When we're done.
Okay. I'm going to turn towards Roswin. They are spies from your friend Aldhelm.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was who it was. He always liked
Likes to
to
do that.
bring a crow to whatever we would be. Anarod must have. Did you send him one of those letters? Of course. I think he's a little upset.
I sent everybody one of those letters, Cadwir and Badolf included.
I think Aldhelm's a little pissed.
I've
Well-
arranged a meeting with him once this is done.
That's excellent news.
As you're discussing
If
this,
you...
doors burst open into the chamber, and it's Dalton, one of your new men, Keywork. And he looks ashen, his face ashen. He says, Sir, my lord, we see it again. It's at the Standing Stones. You must see it. Figure, the ghost is returned.
What do you see? Describe
Ghost.
it.
There's a man. It only comes at night, but it's here now. You must protect us, my lord.
The Standing Stones?
The Standing Stones, yes.
Interesting.
I will attend shortly. Leave us for now.
He looks to you, he's like, Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. And he backs away. It's just a young man. He's barely 16, but he's one of your newly elevated men.
Take patience. I will attend to this. But we must adjourn first.
As soon as the boy is outside of the room, I speak up. We should take great caution. I don't know if it means anything, but the queen has spoken to me of visions of fire at the Standing Stones. This could be dangerous.
There are many rumors about.
Yeah,
This isn't a
There
rumor.
are.
This is a dream that she has had. I don't know if we can take any stock in it, but
Were but Leif here, perhaps we could have another vision to confirm, but in the meantime,
I thought.
we know that we must speak with the other Cainites. We each have our own trust and mistrust of each of them, and Aldhelm would certainly know of this with his spies. We know this. Cadwir could perhaps be sitting in the corner for all we know, as he's demonstrated, but as I said, we must reach quorum on our own matters before we extend invitation to this politic.
Was a copy was sent to Badolf, right?
Yes, Battle
Yes.
received a copy, yes.
Okay. As one of my downtime actions this week, I'll go to Badolf and get his opinion on this document for the next time we meet.
He's got thoughts.
I'm sure he does.
We must make it clear, though, that we are the standing council for what it is. They may join if they will adhere to what we have to say.
So, out of character, you're going to exclude the other clans from having positions on the Night-Witan?
The Night-Witan. Yeah, that was not one of the stipulations in the charter. The stipulation was every clan gets one representative. So that would mean Cadwir and Cadweir and Badolf would both sit on the Witan, not Aldhelm, presumably.
Because Wolfstand would take his place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
if he is allowed to live. The I should say Cadweir had mentioned the same information that Badolf shared with all of you that very night. Agents from Bath.
Yes. That is what
Cannot be
prompted the.
ignored.
Well,
It can't.
that's why we have a figurehead now to take the brunt of whatever is coming this way. I will have to answer whatever questions they may have, but
We can only hope that since we've acquiesced to their ways, they will acquiesce to peace.
We should do
So
what we
we are-
can to prepare, but it sounds like we have a ghost to deal with in the meantime.
It seems.
Madrida,
Go ahead.
yes.
you have our full support.
That means a lot coming from you, Anarod. I thank you. And I thank every one of you as well. Because the one thing that I've learned through all of this is that, the 6 of us in this room, we're the only ones, like, we can only trust each other. There is nobody else that we can trust. We are all thrown into this and thrown from a tree and said, here, figure it out and have fun. And yeah.
You're not having fun?
Every night is fun.
Every night is fun, but sometimes it's more annoying.
So we are in agreement that Anarad shall be the Reeve and Suni shall be the keeper of debts.
I agree.
Is that our
I
agreement?
agree.
It's our agreement.
If you wish it, I shall take that position.
I think it's a good position for you.
I believe when Wolfstand goes to this meeting with Aldhelm, you should probably go with him, Anarod, since you do have a good relationship with him already, it seems. Or at least
Yes.
a speaking relationship with him,
Neutral.
unlike most of us.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell sometimes, but I think he likes me.
I will join you on that meeting, for I personally have had no bad run-ins with Aldhelm.
I believe that will be unnecessary, Kenrick. But I thank you for your concern.
A show of unity is all I offer, but if you insist,
It
it
shows
would
that
only
we
be
need.
your neck.
It shows that we need to be 3 to face 1. It shows weakness.
Appearances are much.
Don't worry about us, Kenrick. We'll be all right.
The Reeves will be with me after all.
Are we then adjourned so that I might attend to local matters?
Your ghost problem?
I want in on this ghost problem.
I must admit, I'm most curious after hearing of the Queen's visions. I may come and stay at a distance.
Yeah, let's run around in the woods looking for weird things. We haven't done that in a while.
Someone has to make sure that Sir Kenrick does not get thirsty again and then end up in some field somewhere, half clothed.
That happened before.
There was-
I'm going to look towards Kenrick.
There was
Just like-
a run-in with a fae. Last year there was a run-in with a fae, and in Kenrick's, absolute smartest moment of his life, decided that I'm just gonna bite this random creature and not know what it is, and find out later it's a fae, and he ended up naked in a field.
We have
We
all
all
had
learn-
strange drink lead to strange behavior.
We all learn in our youth.
Fair.
I too
So I
would
shall-
like to join you for this ghost hunt, though. I have nothing else pressing for the night.
I will stay behind if I am not needed and hope that Aldhelm have my message.
All right.
If Altelm is the man I know he is, he already has your message.
Then that is
Then
perfect.
I should stay too. If we're to meet Altelm together.
As
Mind
you
your
Very well.
stability in my keep, manners and all that.
I believe that we'll go out in the street and by chance happen upon him. And I'll smile saying that.
Yeah.
As it is, the crows are just gonna follow you everywhere as soon as you leave here. So he'll know exactly where you are, and he'll come to you when he's ready.
Excellent. So
We'll
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, should we all go to the stone circle? I don't want to unnecessarily
Don't
split
want to
the
derail
party.
anything, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever wants to go to the Stone Circle, can go to the Stone Circle. You're not derailing anything. If you want to do an ad helm scene, do an ad helm scene. But to those going to the Stone Circle, I'd like to know who's going to the Stone Circle. All right.
Unless I am asked directly by our newly minted queen, I'm not going.
Would he like to go?
That's up to the queen.
Damn right. Is
I kinda
Anarod
wanted to go
going?
next.
Come on, queen.
This is it, you know.
There-
Yes, queen.
Nerve.
It seems that our prince is going merely to slake her curiosity. So join if you like. I feel Aldhelm will find us one way or the other.
If that is the belief, then I will come with you.
A rear guard, perhaps.
Fair enough.
Very, very far off in the rear. Yes.
Yes.
enough.
Anarod and Wolfstand will dawdle on the way.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Well, you're the only two without rides, I presume.
Got a horse.
I also don't have a horse, so I'm dawdling in the back with Anarod and Wolfstan. It's all good.
I mean, not to open her horse's ass to you, but I'm certain Windrad would offer you a ride.
I have fans.
Bitch
What I need
seat.
is a pelican with people carrying me in it. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I need.
Quit taking Suni's dreams.
You need a critter litter. That's what you need.
Yeah. Or like a shield and being carried on it. That would
Oh
be
yeah,
great.
yeah. Asterix style. I like that.
Suni also
Yep.
has no horse, so he follows in the wake, I suppose.
There are going to be people attending with us, so I mean they're not going to have horses either. So it's not going to be a brisk
You're
trot or
going
anything.
to bring your allies with you.
I am
Indeed,
a man
yes.
of the people.
Okay.
At the very least, I'm going to tell my people to stay behind or go back to St. Catherine's. And I'm going to drag behind as far as I can, probably with Anarod, while keeping people up. Just we're seeing them, but we're not mingling with the people going up to the standing
Got
stones.
it. Absolutely. The two of you make a wits plus awareness check as you are straggling behind. Anarad and
Yep.
And Wolfstand. Difficulty 3.
I still don't see nothing.
Okay, yes, you do not see a thing.
Two
Wolfstand, you
successes.
don't notice anything either.
Nope, but one success.
You don't notice you don't notice the crow that has been following behind you guys from tree to tree. But that's fantastic. For the rest of you walking ahead, the night wind sweeps across the chalk hills, carrying with it the cold bite of frost. Against the starlit sky, the old standing stones loom like teeth. Ancient, pagan, wrapped in shadow, their silence feels older than kingdoms, older than Christ, older than memory. It's here at the circle that your paths converge. Whether you were drawn here by summons or you arrived with everyone else, you see a lone figure kneeling in the stone's hearth. His skin is pale, his frame half wild, as though unearthed from another age. He prays aloud in a tongue rough with centuries, pouring his devotion into the stones as though he to hold powers. The frost whispers, the stones wait, and his voice carries on the wind.
I address I forget which one broke in, but is this the white you speak of?
Points.
Dalton was the one that broke in.
Dalton, yeah.
Dalton points. He goes, that's it. Pointing at the man in the center of the standing stones, whose back is turned to them. And he. Dalton,
This point.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to interject. If you're good with it,
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine with it.
he'll stand at that point, turning to face those who have arrived. He's dressed in primitive clothing, like those that you would have seen of your Saxon ancestors. He has long, wiry, but bushy hair and brows, a pronounced forehead and heavy brow ridges, sunken cheeks and hollowed eyes, and his teeth, as he bares them with a smile, you see both fangs and crooked teeth.
You there. I am Thane Kinnerick of Basing. You have aroused suspicion of my folk. Tell me who you are.
Inric. He seems to register the name. I am Sewald. Sewald of Wessex.
You appear a fright. You are of Wessex. You are unknown. From, if I may ask, when are you?
Oh.
I'm as old as the ships of Cerdic.
Hmm.
And what is it you do here?
I find the darkness that threatens this place, and I remove it. What is it you do, Thane?
I keep the peace, and I keep the people safe.
At the threat, and also knowing that the boy called this a ghost, in a sense, the beast.
All right, roll it. And you're going to result. And you're going, Time Bob. You're going to roll a resistance for sense the beast, which is your composure plus
Composure, so
with 2 hunger. So your hunger are your red dice, and your non-red dice and your black dice are your non-hunger dice. Terrible host. I should have gone over that before. You got your 2 successes, Joshy.
sir.
Sorry, I'm interpreting the dice. I'm a bit rusty on D5.
No problem. What's your dice pool?
I had 4.
So you
I got
2 hunger. So you'll click 2 of the black dice and 2 of the red dice.
I rolled. I got 2 red onks and then 1 black onk.
Well, I don't see you in the chat room. Weird.
Strange. All right.
I'll
Want me to refresh?
Yeah, refresh, and I'll send you the link again to our dice roll. But that's 2 successes, so you pass. You do not sense a beast on him. That's weird.
That's it. I don't do anything else.
All right. He asked you a question, Thane Kinnerick. What is it you do?
He asked what I do. Yeah, I keep the peace, and I keep these people safe. This darkness you speak of. Elaborate.
There are those who bow to kings. There are those who bow to gods. And there are those who make pacts. The things of the night. Not Cainites. Something old. Far older.
Do you pose a threat to these people?
I pose a threat to any who serve these evil things.
Then name them.
May I use the name, ST?
Absolutely. He asked you to name them. You may name them.
To the Cainites, they're known as the Baali.
This word is unknown to me, though there are those older than I who might know it.
He frowns hearing that. Then they have managed to hide like the creatures they are. They should be rooted out if you care about anything.
What is a Baali? Like another clan?
I'll ask the questions here.
We're in the
The Shire
we're
Reeve.
in the we're in the back anyways. It's fine.
Oh, that's true.
a voice
That's true.
whispers out of the darkness. What is a Baali?
I heard something. Wait, what?
My bad. How far back are we? Did we get here yet?
I'm not catching back to the rest of the people unless shit goes down. I'm staying far away from the rest of the group.
You
All right,
know of
fine. I'll stay with
Cainites.
you. Forget I said that then.
What are these Baali? What distinguishes them? And have you found any in Winchester?
Winchester, yes. Somerset. Thamesmith. Everyone I find dies.
Ominous.
By your hand?
Indeed.
How does one determine a Baali? How is one dispatched?
They die in similar ways to the rest of us. But they have distinguishing features.
Such as?
Zed,
Absolutely.
quick
Yeah.
thing here. We did not go over the new V5 stuff for this one.
Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can fill in some of this. They are hollowed out beings. Created by beings hollowed out by demons more ancient than Rome. Is basically what you would tell them. And
I'll say those exact words.
their blood runs cold. They can sustain themselves in fire. They are demonic and they are manipulative.
They sound a threat to both us and those we keep. So perhaps our mission is the same, if you will inform us as what you know.
I know there is one here in Winchester. I've seen the signs. But I know not where. The standing stones. This is where it must start.
How do you track such a creature?
They make mistakes at times. They can be careless. And where that fails, through prayer and premonition.
Speaking of which, a premonition comes to Sewald as we're speaking. Your eyes roll back in your head. Describe how that actually looks as your aspects activate.
Indeed. You see his eyes roll back into his head, so you see the whites. But there's not two eyes, there's a third right at the center of him that also opens wide.
As the third eye opens,
Cringes a bit at the third eye.
as the third eye opens, it channels the energy of your aspects, and the premonition floods through you. And you are given 3 locations that the Baali has been. You notice a room full of cloth and silk and low candlelight. Another is clearly a monk. A monk. I'm sorry. A monastery. Clearly a monastery with monks active. And the third is a pagan site. Not far from here, one you've scouted recently.
Do I know whether this is Saxon pagan?
The images you are receiving are full of corruption. They are Saxon sites, yes, but they are full of corruption.
I see a room full of cloth and silk and low candlelight. He kind of steps forward, his arms out as if not to be any threat. I see a monastery. Monks walk about it. The third is a pagan site of our people.
What a gift to be able to find such corruption.
Describe the room of cloth and silk that you saw. What else can you tell me about it? Are there any details you can remember?
He would close his eyes to concentrate.
Is it
There's a ginger-haired man.
my chambers? Oh, okay. Okay.
There's a ginger-haired man, Saxon. And he seems not corrupted himself, but on the fringes.
You speak of the Amber Veil.
He tilts his head to the side. You know this place?
Indeed.
Do they
Is
walk
this
in the
place-
daylight?
I do not believe so.
I apologize. Continue.
This amber veil, is it linked to the queen you are so closely nestled to?
How do you know of the Queen?
All of you are under suspicion. All of you might be the Baali.
Would I know if I'm a Baali?
Indeed.
That's a good question.
You would. Well, you're tongue would refuse and deny such things.
Toonie sticks out his tongue.
Rosalind's just sitting there looking very confused, but she's probably not going to say much else because she's not sure if this man is simply just crazy.
You have proof of this, or are you merely spirit touched?
I love that word.
I suppose the only proof we have is locating this Baali, this demon worshipper, this dark soul.
Tell us what to look for.
So Zed, I'm gonna go out of character here with this one.
Yep, go
Bob is not as familiar with what we're looking for in this edition.
No, you're absolutely fine.
Can I make a roll?
You may make a roll. Make a intelligence plus occult roll. Difficulty 3. I think you should be able to take half. Let me take a look. Intelligence 2 plus occult 3. You can take half. You don't even need to roll. For some reason, I'm still not seeing your rolls. All right, so you can take half. You know that they insinuate themselves into Nodist lore. So you're looking for anything Nodist. I mean, deep Nodist lore, and you're pretty well in. You know it. You've been instructed in it by your sire, so you know it when you see it. So anyone directly talking about Cain, the antediluvians, anything like that is very likely has to do with the Baali now. They're the only ones really talking about it.
Understood. Are you aware of any of our kind that speak of the old times before the deluge? The times of the third and the second blooded? The times of the first of the cursed? Or the
Amongst
pact
those-
that was made?
Amongst those we've met, no, we have not. It seems, though, that we would share a mission in the elimination of such a threat, though I would advise, for the easement of such a purpose, that you address your appearance so that not to bring attention to yourself as brought us here tonight.
Stop creeping people out, man.
He looks down at his clothes. He says, "These are my finest."
We can address that shortly.
He nods.
Have you said you are from Wessex. Have you been away? Have you come back?
I've returned from Torpor. There are signs, dreams. They brought me here. They brought me back.
Will you be staying?
Until the threat is dealt with, yes.
And then you will move on?
It is my duty, my oath, to deal with all of their kind, one by one. I will exterminate them.
Well, then haste shall escort you away from this place.
I could understand such things, rumor spinner. I will do my best to eliminate this threat. Your politics do not matter to me.
Suni looks like he's got nothing to say. Pause for words.
For the first time.
He answered my questions. I said we need to be hasty. Let's be hasty.
Sounds like the guy wants to kill Badolf. Let's just let him do it.
He didn't say Badolf. He said it was near Badolf.
Oh, near someone with red hair. Okay.
And
I thought
also,
said
he
it
didn't
was
say
someone.
anything about the red hair. That was the premonition that was not verbalized to us.
Yeah, this is me with my moose horns on saying that.
Okay.
You're muted, Nerded.
You're muted, Nerded Art.
I know exactly what you're saying. They're defending Badolf again.
Yeah. I said, I don't think it's Badolf, but I guess we'll find out, won't we?
I think it would be a huge curveball if it was Badolf, and it would be great.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we're going to take our 10 minutes right here, and we'll come back and we will finish this up, which is a great timing because it looks like we just went to ads. So, folks, we'll be right
Awesome.
10 minutes. We will see you shortly. Enjoy the music.
Awesome.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back from break. I hope you hydrated. I used the bathroom because you forced me to hydrate. And I let my dog out, so they'll no longer be barking and bothering me, which will be fantastic. So I can give my 100% focus to this wonderful game. And I wish I had some ice cream now.
I wish I could share, but I can't.
We said run up to go get some ice cream. So I want to do our quick mid-session check-in. We like to do this just to make sure everyone's good. Lines, no lines, no veils have been crossed. I don't think anything has, but I like to do this anyway. Start with Roswin. Everything's still good?
Doing great. That coterie meeting went way smoother than I expected it to. We're flying through this.
All right. Davey, how do you feel?
Feel great. We're doing good.
Excellent. Josh, how you doing?
Feeling great, and also glad that I didn't have to derail that coterie meeting.
Excellent.
With his hurt feeling.
Key work.
I was
Doing well, doing great. Also glad that the coterie meeting went smoothly and loving this curveball here. This is interesting.
Excellent. Crit Crafter, how you doing?
Doing great. My status as a Baali has not been revealed, so I'm still alive.
Excellent. When Ellie.
I'm alone in the woods with the Baali.
Ellie and her ice cream are doing great.
Fantastic. And our guest, Ticking Time Bob. How you doing today, Bob?
It's great to be here, man. Having a good time.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So where we left off, we had just had a crash course in the Baali, and I believe we were just discussing what they do, how they infiltrate, and things like that. If you'd like to pick up, Bob, you can continue.
Indeed. I can't remember. Did I share I did share the 3 rooms in character, right? Before break?
Share the
So, or the 3.
But you
Yep.
didn't share what you got back from the intelligence plus occult roll. If you want me to go over that again, I can, because it has been 10 minutes since I gave that information, and
I wrote it down somewhere. I'm trying to find where I wrote it down. Maybe one more time.
All right.
Sorry.
They infiltrate by using a Nodist lore and spreading Nodist lore and getting people involved in that and building up prophecy around themselves that they are the Gehenna is coming, things so on and so forth, things like that. Which is odd at this time frame because it's not really something that's talked about so much.
Indeed. Okay, so I did mention a part of that around the 2nd and 3rd blooded and the deluge.
Yes.
I think he'll continue.
Okay, yeah.
And when they say no one, I think he says he thinks for a moment. Perhaps not of the past then. What about that which is to come? Are there any that speak of prophecy? The end.
I can
mine-
think of one who may arouse some suspicion in my thoughts. He stands beside the king, whispers in his ear.
Oh, I thought you meant the one that we haven't seen in a while.
Leif?
He did have a vision or two. He saw the lion statue in the granary.
Who is this one that stands beside the king? Name.
His name is Mael, the most suspicious man. Dark in his thoughts.
Newly arrived.
Many find him concerning.
There's no better place to find change than through royalty, through power.
The third site that you mentioned, the pagan site. Do you know where that is?
I do. I visited it recently.
He's not very much for explanations.
He's Batman.
I can lead you there if you wish. We should be fast. Choose one of these three places.
The carpeted room, the pagan site, or the... What's the third? Which I guess is the second.
The monastery.
The most remote seems the most prudent to visit first. We can find the where and then the whom.
I left the queen
Right.
behind at the Vale. If we must question her, that's where we'll find her.
Place without unscrupulous eyes is my vote. He looks to
And pick-
Windretta. Who's taking a bite?
Gave her an ice cream headache. I can see the look.
The pagan site. That one interests me. I would like to see what's going on there and where it is.
I can take you there. If you choose, that is our first place to go. Then keep up. And amusingly, he doesn't have a horse, I don't think. So will be moving on foot.
I direct my my allies to return to the keep at Basing to make sure things are in order there.
They've actually once Sewald had his premonition and his eye opened. They actually saw this and they actually ran away. They're unreliable allies at this point. They ran away in fright at the sight of a third-eyed human being. They yelling curses.
When the supernatural stuff started coming up and he started speaking of Cainites, it kind of popped in my head that I'm going to need to have one of our mental witches here kind of give them a subdued directive that they can't speak of things pertaining to us. But we'll handle that in downtime. But yes, I'll deal with them later.
I can cloud memory, but I can't submerge directive.
Well, then
I can forgetful mind. I can just be like, you never saw any of this.
And I can submerge directive, but I can't make them forget.
we'll figure it out.
So
We'll
you're,
figure it out.
so you're following Sewald to the grove, correct? The pagan
To the
grove?
grove. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Will you
We'd
Assuming
probably
it's a water
follow. We'd probably follow behind, just being like Where are they going? Okay.
Yeah. Aldhelm doesn't jump out on us or anything, does he?
Well, I'm actually about to get to something similar to that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're still dawdling.
As you
I am absolutely dawdling.
as you
Yeah,
push,
we're just dawdling.
rest of you push through the darkened woods to a hollow where the trees twist inward. This grove once rang with drums and prayers to the old gods, but tonight the air is heavier, fouler. Broken idols litter the earth. Carved faces cracked, their hollows filled with dark stains. There's some of Wolfstan's followers here, gathered nervously, whispering of rites performed in mimicry of their faith. There's a fire lit in reverse, chants sung backwards, and they're talking about a sacrifice bled not unto the earth, but into a shallow pit that still reeks of iron and rot. Something here feels alive in the soil, not with blessings, but with hunger. I'm sorry, not Aldhelm. Anarad, Wolfstan, the two of you have been hanging out in the back, not really participating with the crew. What have you guys been discussing?
I think Anarod probably would be asking Wolfstan about his particular breed of paganism and kind of trying to draw parallels between them. Because I while we're both pagans, we worship different gods.
I would look to Anaron for a second, and do you ask the same question out of Christians?
Which question would that be?
What type of god they worship?
No, because they never shut up about it.
What
I
makes
was
you believe that the gods, even though have different names, are not the same?
I've often thought that the gods of the Danes have many similarities with the gods of the Celts, and your gods that seem similar to the Danish gods. So
Yes, they take the same name, Wodan, Twi, and Frey. It is a name that has changed and has been altered through the ages, but they remain the same. The Celt had different gods, but still worship the earth, the sky. They worship the fire and the thunder. Even though their gods had different names, they were the same. The Christians do not realize it, but what they do worship is not one God, but simply all the gods that have been worshipped before guised into one. It comforts them to be able to say that it is a single person. It brings them peace of mind when they have not to guess who they need to pay tribute to.
that's the sort of thinking that gets you in trouble around here. Though
Again,
I must
because
admit,
people like not to have their cage rattled.
that's what I like about you, Wolfstan. You're not afraid to rattle some cages.
Truth cannot be held.
I
Speaking
don't
of
think he's
rattled,
coming.
he's not coming yet, but I wanted to give you two a moment to shine for a moment. But speaking of rattled cages, that brings us back to the pagan grove where the rest of our party has just entered. Anarad and Wolfstein, are you still staying back or are you entering the grove? Because you can see some followers in the grove.
If there are some of my followers there, I will interest myself a bit more pressingly into what's going on.
Excellent.
I'll stay in the woods for now because I don't think I've heard anything that Seward has said. So I'm not really sure what's going on.
All right, Wolfstein, as you approach the grove, I need you to make a resolve plus a cult roll. What's your dice?
6.
You
If it's pagan, I got 7.
can take definitely. Please take half. You can take.
I will.
You notice that the rights that the implements that have been used incorrectly on purpose.
I would
Go ahead.
I would probably announce boldly, like, who's presiding here?
Your followers look, they're like, oh my God, it's Wolfstand. And like, no, it's none of us. We just came across it, Master. We just came across it, Master. We heard that there was activity in the grove, and we came to see, and this is what we found.
Then don't dawdle longer. Go. I'll take care of this.
They gather up what they brought with them, the cleansing, the sage, and the things, and they gather it all up and they leave.
Cool. It's the way I understand it, that's a mockery of a pagan rite.
It is a mockery of a pagan rite. Yes, it is, and it's done with precision, as if they knew exactly what they do to make it the most obscene and obnoxious mockery of your rites.
Is there any birds nearby in the trees, or any squirrels nearby, or any foxes, or anything of the sort?
They are strung up in the trees.
All I see is Roswell like laughing. This is
It's the chat.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's
Oh
the
my
chat. Yeah, no, I'm
Um,
sure if I'm witnessing all of what I just witnessed, I'm pretty horrified and stoic. I'm definitely not laughing on the back of this horse, Lindretta.
Since
What is
there's,
this?
Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
no, I was gonna say you go ahead.
No, go.
What is this befouled place? This is a pagan site?
This is a pagan site, but it has been desecrated by the way it has been handled. We will need to do a cleansing here. The person who enacted it knows of pagan rituals, and there was purpose behind their acts. I'm gonna go around and like looking for clues if possible. Like I'm looking for more than likely I'm looking for footsteps, like footprints, any items that that might have been left behind. And I'm gonna ask for Fehu to search for a smell.
All right. First, I want you to make a strength plus survival check to sift through the desecrated idols. What is your dice pool?
Strength and survival 2.
Okay, so you need to roll that then, because it's
Oh
difficult.
no. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Shit.
All right, you actually have trouble because your strength is so low moving some of these idols. They're heavy wooden charred, and you have trouble moving them and sifting them, so you really can't get into what's underneath them. But you do see something underneath them, but you just can't get to them.
Who's the bigger between Kenrick and Anrod?
Henrik, 100%.
Kinnerick.
Kenrick, may I borrow your strength for a moment?
I'll lend it.
Can you please move this? And I'm going to point to the idol that has been toppled in a way that I can reach whatever's beneath it.
What is your strength plus survival, Kenrick?
Actually, that is a 6.
You can take half. You easily
I
lift
take
the piece of the large wooden idol that's been desecrated off the ground, and underneath it you find a more desecrated animal remains.
Define more desecrated. As in more, as in multiple, or as in
multiple, not as they are desecrated worse. There's just a multitude of them.
Just okay.
Give me a wits plus awareness check.
Okay, wits
Everyone
plus
give me a wits
awareness.
plus awareness check.
Wits plus awareness, my favorite roll.
I feel like my dice pool for it isn't bad. I just always roll terribly.
My dice pool for it is awful.
Holy hell. I got
We'll
3
say that-
successes, 2 of which are critical.
Yeah, so that is a total of 5 successes. All right,
Five.
Nice.
Wolf, and you notice, you look from left to right, north to south, and you notice there's a pattern to the layout of these poor animal corpses, that they've been sprayed out in a symbol on the ground.
Okay.
looks
Can
very-
I make out what that symbol would be?
It looks very similar to the Christian cross, but it has a strange loop at the top.
Okay. So kind of like an ankh.
Exactly like an ankh. But
thought-
error appropriate, we don't really know the term. Just a cross with a strange loop.
I would ask if anybody has a piece of paper and something to write, and chalk or charcoal to write.
Rosalind's always got a scrap of paper in her dress. I'm sure I probably have something to write with, or we can make something.
I'll walk to you and expect you to produce them so I can basically write down the little thing.
I'll hand him
Okay.
the scrap of paper and then gesture towards the charred wood from one of the fires. You'll have to use some of that.
I'll pick it up and just draw basically like the design of it. It seems that whoever did this had purpose behind and drew this symbol, and I will show it to the rest of the group.
Sewald got 3 successes as well, so I'm wondering if he has anything to say.
Yeah, well, you notice the exact same pattern on the ground, except you know what it means. It's an oddest symbol, harkening back to, Nodist times. You might not know its context, what it means in this context, but you recognize it.
He looks at the symbol and his fangs distend. Nodist. Whoever did this is who we seek.
This is
Then
the
we
first
must
time we've
be
heard-
sure that he suffers.
I'm sorry, I was just introducing you to. This is the first time you've heard Sewald speak Wolfstan.
Oh, I'm gonna look at him for a second. Look towards Wendretta.
He's fine.
And I'm gonna walk off.
As he's walking off, Sewald will say, "It's no surprise that they would choose a place like this. The old gods, they serve as a mask for this sort of thing."
I'll stop in my tracks. Worship is no mask. It is faced placed in the greater power. And he's going to turn towards Sewald.
Worship. Is that what this is?
No, this is a masquerade of worship. This is a person that tried to desecrate, to insult, to weaken. Clearly they have failed.
Let us hope so.
Is this Nodist another religious? Is this religion?
Who are you asking that question?
Just the air.
Well, clearly, if they have desecrated this area and this symbol is somewhat of a Christian cross, I think we can draw the conclusion that it is a religion of sorts. And I'm going to look towards kind of like between Roswin and Wendretta, kind of like expecting them to know everything and confirm for some reason.
Well, I was actually going to ask. I mean, I have spent considerable time at, the king's estate, and I've dined with mail on multiple occasions now. The symbol that Wolfstand just drew on that paper, is that something that I would recognize as being related to him in any way? Is that a symbol that he might wear on him?
He wears a ring with that symbol on it. A god.
Mother. All right. I am instantly going to speak up then and say, I've seen that before. The king's advisor, he wears a ring with that symbol.
Wolfstand.
I'd also like you to make a wits plus resolve check for me, Roswin. Another place you may have seen that symbol.
Ooh.
You got.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
Okay, you're gonna use willpower. All right.
I'm gonna use a willpower because my perception is terrible. Okay, that's 3
successes. All right, and Badolf has been known to wear that around his neck from time to time.
Damn it!
I was just about to ask. It's like, would Dretta have seen it when seeing Battle?
Okay. And she's gonna take a deep sigh and say,
Yes, we'll
I'm
have to
afraid
kill
I've
them
also
both.
seen Badolf wearing the same thing.
Wolfstand, this man is Sewald. He speaks of Cainites and the Baali, who are demon possessed. Those.
Could I know about the Baali if I have a cult?
Give me an occult plus intelligence check, difficulty 4.
Okay. Give me a second. Let's do this. Give me a second.
He is our supposed white that we found at the Standing Stones.
Oh, I see.
Nope, so you don't. It doesn't ring a bell. It's not a common term.
I'm not familiar with this cult or this symbol, but seeing what they have done here, I would expect the queen to hold their bargain to maintain the peace. And I'm gonna look sideways toward Wendretta as I say that.
The peace will be kept. And I look towards Anarod because he's the peacekeeper.
I'm like miles away. I'm in the woods.
Damn.
Yeah, he's still looking your way, just like,
Like, I know where you are. I can tell and I'm looking in your direction.
He's
Speaking of which,
alone waiting for Aldhelm.
Anarad, speaking of which, you feel 2 hands push against your back and push you forward from behind.
Pushing me to where?
Just forward. Not pushing you hard, just pushing you.
A shove.
Yes, shove, exactly.
I'll turn around.
And Aldhelm is standing there.
I was wondering when you would show up.
And in his hand, he's got a scroll. He goes, "What's this?"
It's a charter that I've written.
Princeton?
Guarantees our safety. You know as well as I do that they're going to be coming for this domain, and it's going to make things an awful lot harder for us if they do.
She's going to do what I always do. She's going to let you squabble. And then I was just going to come back when you were all dead. But this, there's a prince of Winchester. We've been through this before. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea, Anarad. And it's worse that I'm disappointed that it's yours.
It's a solution that we can all live with. The prince is a figurehead. I wrote the charter especially to weaken the position of the prince. Surely you can see that.
But it puts all the power in this Primogen Council. Takes the power away from those who were not on the Primogen Council. It creates a tyranny of the few over the many. Or, at its worst case, it's just a club for the 6 of you to jerk around in.
No, Wasn't my idea to leave you and Badolf and Cadweir out of it. For the moment, though, I need to get everybody in my coterie on board, and then we can open it up to everybody.
Well, I have notes,
I'm sure you do.
and now is not the time to give them to you. But I'm not having anything to do with that thing you're following around right now.
What thing?
That thing you met at the standing circle, at the stones. That thing you're following blindly into the pagan grove.
What is it?
It looks at you and he just he goes, "Yeah, I'm not telling you. I'll let you figure it out yourself." Thanks for the heads up,
Aldholm,
Charter.
Aldholm, would it kill you to be helpful just once?
It's a soul eater.
I hope you're not meaning literally.
I mean that literally.
Am I to worry about having my soul eaten?
I don't know. You worry about having your soul eaten? I'm not sticking around to find out.
It's what it. Tell me. How does one deal with a soul eater?
Well, I hear on the continent there's not many of them. But every once in a while they pop up here on the island hunting demons and other monstrosities, or so they say. Instead, they take kindred and they take their souls. They improve their own station. They fortify their own blood potency by draining the blood of other kindred and their souls. They commit the ancient act of diablerie. I shouldn't even be teaching you this.
Huh. That's very interesting. Okay. All right. Well, he kind of like gazes over to where this supposed monster is just hanging around with his coterie.
When you turn around, Aldhelm is no longer there. He Batmans you.
This is why nobody likes you. All right. I'm going to go back into the clearing and I'm going to keep an eye on this guy.
All right. What are you Cainites in the clearing doing now?
Well, it doesn't seem like we've really. I mean, we found this symbol that we found something here, but sounds like we're going to need to go find more information. So, on to the next location, I suppose.
There's nothing else there that we might have missed or anything.
Is anyone? No one's told me they want to look for anything, so I was assuming you were all done. Is anyone?
Um,
Go ahead, Anorat.
I'll take a quick look with can I look with intelligence occult as well? Or intelligence academics?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I am actually not bad at this.
You've given up
Wolfstan,
your
your people were here. Are they here most frequently?
3
3
successes.
successes.
You recognize the symbol as something. It is an Egyptian symbol that was oftentimes you've seen it in the Mithraeum actually.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the symbol in the Mithraeum? The ankh.
Yeah. He just sort of stands tracing it. You seeing this?
You've given
Have
up
one
your
of
search
these.
for Aldhelm so quick?
Yeah, he didn't show up. I've waited long enough. We have a symbol. I've seen a symbol like this under the ground. One of the old places. You know what I mean?
Am I in earshot of that? Is
Yes,
Sewald in earshot?
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
When he hears underground, I think specifically, he sees these things as pests that like to hide. He'll stand up and walk over to the one he hasn't even seen yet, as if it's not surprising that he's here. He'll walk up and say, "Where's this place underground?"
I can take you there. It's in our domain.
Has anybody noticed whether or not Cadweir wears an ankh?
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much. We're playing Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Candle in the Mead Hall. Thank you for joining us. This is Vampire in the Saxon Ages. I hope you had a great stream, and I understand if you need to raid and run.
To follow up Keywork's question there, have I noticed?
Give me a Wits plus awareness check. Oh no, an intelligence plus resolve for your memory. Intelligence plus resolve.
Intelligence plus. That's actually a dice pool.
What do you have? Difficulty
5.
3. Okay, so you need 3. You got 3.
I
Fantastic.
got 3.
Adweir does wear does have an ankh symbol that does hang around on his belt.
Perhaps the conspiracy of desires is revealed.
Perhaps. I think Anrod's going to be trying to get Kinneric's attention.
He's
Um,
Kind of a
surprised.
little bit kind of like
If- Kinnerick is trying to get, or if Anarod's trying to get Kinnerick's attention, I might try and take a moment to talk to Sewald in private, or at least away from the prying ears of everyone else, and ask him, before you mentioned prophecy, and you also mentioned the queen. Why?
Those we hunt. It's not only where we come from, but it's the lore of where things end. They're obsessed with it. They hide behind it and they spread it. As for the queen, I've had my eyes on you, all of you.
Okay. At this, she's gonna kind of turn towards the coder and be like, all right, where do we go next?
I step over to Anarod and see that he wants to have a word aside. What is it?
checking that I'm not within earshot of Sewald.
Your heightened senses is active. Everyone's in earshot of you. Don't worry.
But I don't know that though.
You don't know
Actually, I
that.
don't know that. Am I going to be stupid for the sake of it, or am I going to metagame here?
You're gonna be stupid for the sake of it because you love it.
All right. Yeah, I know. Kinnerick, I just talked to Aldhelm. He is somewhat perturbed by the appearance of this gentleman. He called him a soul eater, and he said that we need to watch out for him.
I agree. We do need to watch out for Eldhelm.
Yeah, very funny.
No, but I hear this and, well, I can only say to consider the source. Did he elaborate?
A little, but much of what he said made no sense to me. But I don't. When has a an unknown Cainite appearing from nowhere in our domain ever been good for us? Let's just
Not yet, it hasn't. I'm hoping the
be
odds work in
ready.
our favor this time.
Well, I hope so too.
How does one consume a soul?
I don't want to find out.
Well, he has at least 6 pairs of eyes on him.
Okay. I'm going to spread the word to everyone else too.
Indeed. We shall keep him at the same arm's length that we've kept the other Cainites that we've encountered.
Be ready to swing that massive sword of yours if you need it.
Always ready.
Okay.
With the glaring exception of Wolfstan, who just showed up, and we were like, hey, come on, bud.
Yeah. It's like you seem like a trustworthy fellow.
He was
You're-
the only one that was decent about it.
I mean, that's a
Definitely
face you can trust.
we trust
doesn't have-
we
doesn't
trust
have
those that
anything to
say
do-
if you're in a cult and you run a cult and you tell us this, then we're gonna believe you and we're gonna trust you.
definitely no player liking player.
Yeah, bias there.
Yeah, no
Bias.
meta bias, none
You're
whatsoever.
you're
So
you're our
what-
favorite cult leader in town.
What lead do you guys like to follow?
Why do we do the church or the monastery?
Well, when he says monastery, does he maybe mean the bishop's residence with the Mithraeum? I think.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, he does not mean.
Which is where.
He doesn't.
Okay, right.
Yep.
I say if it's
Not
a
that- not
Mithraeum,
that we would know.
only you two really know about it. The rest of us weren't here for that one.
You know, I weren't there
Oh, we
for
told
our
we told you
hijinks.
that the scrolls and stuff were down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but none of us have
Okay.
been down there or seen it or anything like that too. We just heard
Fair.
about it.
Or know where it is.
Well, you're welcome to come and have a look if you like. Unless you have other leads.
There's mail.
Yeah, there's mail. Yeah.
It seems a bit late in the evening to raid the King's Keep.
Not these
Perhaps-
days. I'm afraid the king keeps all odd hours with that man.
Perhaps that's something we should focus an entire evening on for the meantime, the monastery. Wolfstan, I would ask that you would have your people keep an eye on this place and see who returns here.
I will.
Shall we away?
You shall away.
To the monastery.
To specify, you did say it is where the Mithraeum is?
No, the Mithraeum. No, the
Somewhere
monastery.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mithraeum is in Minster, Old Minster, where
Yeah.
he lives.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah. It's not a monastery, but there are priests there. Which is why I got confused. But yeah, so we're going to a different monastery then.
Yes, we're going to a monastery outside of Basing.
Sure.
The monastery crouches low against the hillside, its stones slick with damp and cold. No bells toll though through the mist. No notes hang like prayer. Within the cloister, no monks shuffle past with downcast eyes, their chants silenced. As you enter, you get an eerie, creeping sense of loneliness. You're alone. It's silent. Not unusual for the night, but there's no sound at all.
I think Sewald will use another sense then. I think he'll smell. Heightened senses.
Give me a wits plus awareness check. Add your aspects to it because you have heightened senses. So you'll probably be taking half on this roll, I believe. Just tell me what your dice pool
Yeah.
is. All right, so you'll be taking.
Uh,
You smell rotting flesh.
there are dead here.
Wonderful.
Long dead. I think he actually pulls his sword with that. And you'd probably note that the sword is of a modern make, unlike the rest of him.
Henrik
Can I
draws his sword
s-
at that.
Can I sense the unseen?
You may attempt to sense the unseen. As a matter of fact, you may.
As I always do.
I'm going to whistle Fehu to my side.
Seeing the warriors ready their arms, Suni will as well.
Ugh, never mind.
I
Okay.
get hungrier.
Faye, what were you using your rush check for, Joshy?
Readying my arms.
Ready? Oh. Okay. So
The
describe
warriors have readied their arms, so I had to ready mine.
what readying your arms looks like to the viewers at home.
So Suni just he does his best to politely excuse himself from the circle, not needing to be seen by prying eyes. And his right arm becomes that of moldable clay. And when he is done forming it, it is in the shape of a blade.
Hey, I love it. Very vicissitude. Excellent. Anybody else draw a weapon?
T1000 style.
T1000 style. Does anyone else draw a weapon? Anyone activate lethal body? You activate lethal body?
Just got me mitts. I'll activate prowess if I see anything.
All right. When Dread on Nerded Art, what are you doing? With the hint that there's dead bodies somewhere.
I'm gonna hide behind all the guys. I'm gonna be way in the back, being like, "You guys can handle it. I'll follow you."
Pretty much. Rosalind's got one hand in her pocket on one of those big old Rowan wood knitting needles that she keeps on her at all times. That's about the only weapon she has.
I'm not going to worry about lethal body because, well, if it's not mortal, then that wouldn't be any good anyway.
Fantastic. And Wolfstan, you have Feud with you. The dog comes to your whistle, growling, and you notice that he's uneased. There's something off, and it's got him. He's off. He's not whimpering, but he's a low growl.
Sewald, where are the dead? Can you find them?
He would try to like track with his nose.
As you walk through the outer area of the monastery, you notice that there's no life at all. There's no mules. There's no livestock, which they would have. But your scent leads you into the church. At least leads you to the church. The front door.
Desecration. He simply says a desecration as he enters the church, dulling his senses at this point. Bringing himself back to normal smell is what I mean.
Okay, so you don't get overpowered by the scent as you enter. Fantastic. As you open the door, everybody gets a scent of decay, of death.
Oh,
As you see, the interior of the church is strewn with bodies. They're hanging from the rafters. One, the head brother, seems as if he was tied to a pillar and has been shot through with arrows. The others seem to be. Go ahead.
Is there a roll I can make to see how long this would have taken someone?
Absolutely, go ahead. But give me an intelligence plus. Let me see. What's a good roll for this? Intelligence plus. want to say science. Medicine. Intelligence plus medicine.
Cool.
Well, at least it's not a bestial failure. Does anybody want to make an intelligence plus medicine check to try to figure out how long this has been going on, if anyone can? I don't know if that's a really good dice pool for anybody.
No, thank you.
All right, Davey, you are now in a compulsion.
Great. It's been a while.
It's been a
He
while.
burns down the church.
I mean, it sounds like we might have to burn down the church.
I should never have done that. I should never rolled that dice. All right. What do I get?
So, do you want to go with your clan compulsion, or do you want to roll?
You're the boss, man. Tell me what I get.
I like to keep it simple. Why don't we go with rebellion? The vampire takes a stand against whomever they see as the status quo in the situation, whether that's their leader, a viewpoint expressed by a potential vessel, or just a task they were supposed to do in the moment. You just have to be rebellious now, and take a -2 into you. So have fun with that.
There we go. I myself am now a symbol of authority, so I rebel against myself.
And how does that look?
Quite a task on you, our new Reeve.
Punch myself in the face repeatedly. No, I think I'm just gonna.
We're all about to have a Tyler Durden moment. All right.
Yeah.
This Baali seems to want to be found desecrating sites both pagan and Christian.
It didn't necessarily wish to be found. You hear a voice from inside in the church in tone.
Do we recognize the voice?
You do not recognize the voice. Go ahead.
Suni is not a warrior, but he's wondering what the warriors are doing.
From behind the pillar steps a man in dark robes, bald, completely bald, with a sharp chin beard. He has a teardrop seemingly tattooed on his forehead, with the drop nearest his nose. So it's, yes, exactly. So it's a reverse spoon on the top of his forehead. Because I didn't necessarily expect to be discovered this evening, but I'm glad you have. Please have a seat. And he takes a seat in a pew, puts his hand on a corpse, around a corpse.
Sense the beast?
Absolutely, go for it.
I'll stand, thank you.
And reroll.
Okay, you can reroll 2 of those dice. Well, I might do poorly.
You might, but you won't.
But I won't. You don't sense the beast. You don't sense the beast on him.
Okay.
You desecrated ritual and religious sites, and you expect us to speak? We're not on speaking terms here.
We're always on speaking terms. There's always an avenue for negotiation, my friends.
You have killed religious clerics. You have made yourself an enemy of Winchester.
It doesn't necessarily have to be so. These clerics serve a purpose now.
I'm going to look at Kinrick, probably agreeing for the first time with him, just be like, why are we even wasting time here?
Agreed.
As you say that, about 4 of the corpses actually stand up.
See? He's preparing. We have the initiative.
I swing at the closest one as soon as it starts to rise.
All right. So give me a strength. We're going into rounds. There's no initiative checks in this. I'm going to start with the first person who said they were going to engage. Keywork, you're swinging on a corpse. Strength,
Actually, am I in range of him? Yeah, I'll swing on a corpse.
strength plus weaponry.
Strength plus melee with a specialty in swords gives me a dice pool of 8.
Roll it. Three successes. All right, it tries to dodge you. It does not have a great dodge pool. It does not dodge. You were using your sword, so you do
Using my sword.
You do 5 superficial damage. It halves it, only taking 3 as it's rounded up.
The sword also has a +4.
The plus 4, so it's 4 damage. So 2 plus 5, 6. So in half, it's still 3. You still do 3 damage. As it has, dead things have superficial damage.
Does it
All
cleave it though?
It does not cleave it. It just cuts into it. It does not strike back at you. Nothing strikes back at you. Okay, Roswin, what do you do?
I imagine that I am as close to the door as possible so that I can GTF out of here if I have to, because Roswin is not a fighter.
Vendetta, what do you do?
Oh, I'm right there with Roswin. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. She doesn't have
Girl with
weapons
a
on her,
flail.
and she has absolutely no strength and no brawl whatsoever. So she's just way back.
You can mind it.
All right, Joshua, what do you do?
Do I have eyes?
I think you have eyes.
You know what I mean. Do I have eye contact?
With no, not with the man, or maybe with the corpses.
Would I be able to get eye contact with the man?
Probably not. He's not looking at you.
Then I suppose I will. Kinrick attacked one of the corpses or the man?
One of the corpses.
Okay. I will position myself so that I'm still within a defensible range of Kinrick. And I will. Surely we can reason with each other on this evening. There's no reason to draw swords and summon monsters.
Monsters. No one summoned monsters.
Would you speak with us?
Of course, I'm here to speak.
And
You attack you attack my children.
Can I make a roll to calm the situation?
You may attempt to if you wish. Yes, make a
Yeah,
resolve.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Does anyone want to not calm the situation besides probably Sewald?
I want to not calm the situation.
Wolfman doesn't want to calm the situation.
I don't want to calm the situation. I want to escalate it.
Agreed. Let's escalate this.
And even if I don't calm the situation, I want to be able to meet his eyes. I guess I'm trying to draw his ire, even though I can't necessarily this turn. Maybe next turn I'll be able to draw his eyes.
Okay, I'll say you draw his attention, but take a net -2 to your dice pool for whatever you're going to do. Dominate, you're going to try.
Okay, well, in that case, what I said would have been to mesmerize. Lay down your weapons and speak with us.
So make your check, -2.
Oh boy, what is it? It's manipulation plus
I'll get it
dominate,
for
I
you.
believe.
I'll get it right for you. Dominate.
Is manipulation plus dominate versus intelligence resolve.
I'll just resolve.
And you said -2, so
Yep.
6 pool for me. And I'm re-rolling. What?
Oh man. Dice don't like
Illegal.
dice. It is illegal. These dice should go to jail tonight. He kind of mocks you. But he says, I'll lay down my arms, but he looks at Sewald. He says, but I don't believe he will.
Sewald, his fangs distend. And is it his action? I don't want to jump in.
Yep, that's your action.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. Yep, call on you.
He will move immediately with his sword, foregoing whatever else is in his way. And he says, die, you soulless fiend.
All right, I'm going to give you a +1 because he's sitting. He's got his arm around the corpse. He's sort of muscle. His defense isn't really good. So I'm going to give you a +1, but he's still going to try to move out of the way. So he does get his defense, and I'm going to give him a -2. That is a crit. Nice. That is 7 successes.
Very nice.
Very nice. On his dodge, he gets 6 successes. So you do four lethal to him, which is not 4 lethal, 4 superficial to a corpse, which is halved. So he takes 2 damage. All right. Quick Crafter, Wolfstand is up. What would you like to do?
So Kenrick is like beside me, I think, or probably a bit more in front of me. Has he done anything yet?
Kenrick has fought the corpse.
Okay. I'll probably order Fehu to kind of like grasp the corpse and drag it down to free Kenrick from that thing, so Kenrick can concentrate on the other guy. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Give me a charisma plus animal ken roll.
Charisma animal ken. That is 7 dice.
And you just take half. Fehu
I'll take half.
Yep, Fehu will jump on one of the corpses and drag it down to the ground and begin shaking its head back and forth as the corpse begins to quickly deteriorate underneath Fehu's administration. What are you doing?
I'll probably try to again my intent is to free up space so Kenrick can just have a straight line for that guy. So if anything else is in the way, I'm going to try to move it, even if it means me physically shoving something aside.
All right, so you give a big shove and you push one of the other corpses to the ground, and it doesn't give you much resistance.
Okay.
Kenrick,
stop wasting your time.
I acted on instinct. Sewald, this is what you seek. That sounded more like a statement than a question.
Anurad, what do you do?
So I roused for potence already. Where am I positioned? Are the 2 corpses in between me and this necromancer, or can I just leap over the pew and start pounding this necromancer?
Do you have leap?
I don't have soaring leap, no.
You don't have soaring leap, so no, then you cannot make the jump.
Right, okay, so I'm blocked by corpses then. Then I'm gonna punch a corpse.
Alright, so punch a corpse. Give me a strength plus brawl.
Does lethal body work on animated corpses?
I'm gonna say it does.
Okay, cool. So strength plus brawl for that would be 5. Wah. I'll re-roll 3 of those.
Okay.
And I'll still get nothing. Rubbish. Alright.
Alright. So you manage to punch one and you knock it to the ground. Like I said, they're not very robust corpses. Now it's the necromancer's turn, the Baali's turn. He looks at the sword that's just stuck him in the chest, Sewald's sword, and he chuckles. And he just reaches over with his hand and he places a hand on Sewald's chest and activates the Scorpion's touch. And I will get you that dice pool. I was on my way to it. I'm sorry, Dagon's Call. I forgot. Dagon's Call. So he touches you. He makes a resolve plus blood sorcery versus your stamina plus resolve. Every point of the margin win does a point of damage to the victim as your blood vessels burst and your lungs fill with blood. Aggravated, only supernatural for vampires, though. So I will make my resolve plus blood potency test. Oh, too many. NPCs have limits too, folks. This is your resolve plus your stamina plus resolve, Bob.
Yep, on it.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, you got a crit, so nothing actually happens to you. Which is, I'm very unfortunate for the Baali as he just reaches up and he's just lovingly touched your chest with a grin on his face, and then just looks crestfallen as nothing happens.
Just uses that pinky to press your nipple.
I think as he moves to touch, maybe there's something where Sewald is repeating the Lord's Prayer, like under his breath while it's happening.
I like it.
Keeping his resolve.
Keeping his resolve. Strengthening his resolve with the Lord's Prayer against the Dagon's Call. I love it. So that brings us back to, so Wendretta and Rosman, you're still hanging out in the back. You're not really doing anything?
Just keeping an eye on things, watching the chaos.
Trying not to die.
Ework, you're up next.
Sewald, is this a Cainite?
I think so, yes. This is one, I think.
Is there anything in between me and him?
Just Sewald. You'd have to come around Sewald to get a good stab in, but that's not too difficult.
All right, I'm going to rouse the blood
Okay.
for some extra physical stats. So I'm a little bit hungrier. So it has to be a stab and not a swipe, huh?
Stab, not a swipe. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I go for it.
Strength plus brawl, strength plus weaponry, or
Yep, so
melee.
it'd be,
It's called melee in this game.
Yep.
Melee.
Dice pool of 10.
Dice pool of 10.
That's a two-handed dice roll.
That is a crit. So that is 6 successes. Oh, nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4.
Holy shit.
That is very good. He did pretty well himself, but you still got 6 successes. He only got 4, so you got 2 over margin. So you do another 4 lethal, which is halved, and you stab it into him. The blade slides into him, and he grimaces. And you see he turns and looks, and what he looks at is a burned-in circle in the ground, 5 steps behind him. And he looks toward it. He looks like he's going to make a run for it. Suni.
Grab him.
Am I in between him and the door?
You are
Is he
between him
looking
and
at
the
me?
door. He's not looking at you. He's looking behind him at a circle on the ground.
Why won't you look at me?
Kneel behind his knees.
Tabletop. Well, I guess all bets are off. I'm gonna do. Can I melee him?
You can melee him. Well, it's more of a brawl because you're using body weaponry.
It is. The same roll as. Bleh. Sure, it's brawl.
Strength plus brawl.
Strength plus brawl. That's I gotta rouse the blood first.
Okay, rouse the blood. He's got one less defense because he's been attacked.
I succeeded, so I get a whopping 4 dice.
Yep. Oh wow.
Oh,
Uh-oh. So this could be bad. We could have a
I
compulsion here in a
gotta
second.
reroll one.
We could have a compulsion.
I'm rerolling one.
And it's a tie.
It's a tie. It's a tie. So you do 1 damage, and that's what happens because he's not trying to damage you. All right, Sewald. This Baali's been taking the shots. He's clearly tough. He's been stabbed twice, and he's looking at it. He's looking at the circle behind him.
Understood. I think Sewald will try to. He'll drop the weapon. He's just going to try and grab him and stop him from getting to his destination. Just holding on.
All right, strength plus brawl. He's going to make it dexterity plus athletics to make a jump for it. See, he senses what you're doing. So this is going to make a tested roll. Whoever gets the most successes will succeed on this. All right, so his dice pool is for physicals is 7. Okay.
Are you good for did you roll yet?
I haven't rolled yet. Nope. You can roll at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, you managed.
Nice.
He's going to spend a willpower. He's going to spend a willpower because he's trying to get away. He does not want to get. He's about sick about what's been happening to him right now. He needs one more success. He does not get it. Sewald grabs Wolfstand. No, Anarad. Yeah, Wolfstand is up then. Anarad. Wolfstand.
Yep.
What do you do?
So there's currently Kenrick, there is Sune, and there's Sewald currently fighting that guy, correct?
That's correct.
Is there any way for me to get around them to the path that he's going to? Like, is there like a circle that we see drawn on the ground or something like that? Or
There's a circle burned into the ground.
Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna. If possible, I'd like to position go around and try to position myself in between, in his path for it to, if he wants to go there, in order to somehow body block him.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of resilient, so I'm ready to take a hit if he does that. But I want to delay him as much as possible while the other threes are just hacking at him.
You got it. Anarad.
If he's held by Seward, can I just like hit him while he's held?
Absolutely. How would you like to hit him?
Okay.
You gonna punch him?
Yes, just punch him. But the question I have is, how does this interact with my compulsion? Am I being rebellious by doing this? Does this count, or does this count as not being rebellious?
We're being rebellious against him. He's the status quo right now.
Okay, right. Okay,
Your
cool.
rage is being processed against this guy.
Right. So I'm gonna rouse for this.
Okay.
Get hungrier.
He cannot dodge because he's in the grapple. So you do 3 plus 1. 4 special. Go ahead.
I'd like to spend some willpower on that.
Go for it. Reroll 3 of those.
All right, so that's a total of 5 successes.
A total of 5 successes. As you punch into him, that's a total of 6 damage that you do. That's cut in half. But only 2.
Are you adding my potence to that?
What is your potence? How much?
2.
2. So we add 2 more to that. So that is 8. So you do 4, which turns into actual lethal to aggravated damage. As you punch him in his face, his jaw breaks. Not quite like it did at the hill, but it shatters, and you begin to notice that he's not bleeding, but it's just sort of hanging on his jaw. His jaw's just sort of hanging on his face, and he would scream if he could, but he can't. We're gonna not. You guys have him down. What are your intentions for this thing? What are you going to do? What is the consensus?
To dispatch him,
I want to
It's
kill
got to
him.
die. Yeah, it's got to die.
I draw one of the sharpened stakes out of my jerkin.
All right, so easily Sewald has him. He started to take aggravated damage. He's not going to be able to put up much of a fight. He realizes getting caught here in the church was bad. A bad look for him, but he got caught up in his thing. And he begins to mumble. And then all of a sudden you notice his jaw knits back together.
Don't let him speak.
Don't let him speak. Soon he tries to stab him in the mouth.
Stab him straight through the mouth, underneath his chin, holding his mouth shut. As you uppercut him with your blade hand. Up through the bottom of his chin, up through his skull. Doing it, finally you see the light go out in his eyes. As suddenly he begins to kind of melt like wax away from you, leaving just a skeleton for a moment before it crumbles to dust.
I'm watching Seward. Or Sewald, sorry.
Sewald.
I want to see how he reacts to this thing dying. Undiablerized.
You see, I think, especially because you're paying attention, you see a great satisfaction in his look as this thing ends.
Okay.
And then after a moment, there's his appearance, his demeanor kind of shifts back to just a look of he has a resting bitch face. Let's be honest. Yeah.
Wolfstan would probably drop his trousers and peas on his ashes.
Vampires don't pee.
Or like something like that. And, just like spit on it or, just try to do something. Hell, he'll do Blush of Life if it means it can pee on it.
Okay, roll your blush of health. Make your rouse check.
Probably
your
the blush
rouse check.
helps to pee on this corpse.
It's just a rouse check.
Mark your territory.
Oh no!
Down here, and she spits literal blood on the corpse.
There you go.
You are left with a church full of dead bodies.
Henrik grins when he sees the enemy meet his justice and notices exactly what the storyteller just mentioned and says, "Perhaps we shouldn't tarry long. I will alert the guards and maybe a candle should fall over before we leave."
My thoughts exactly.
I agree.
I'll light the thatch.
That was a too fast death for someone who did so much desecration.
I agree, but it seems our work isn't done. So let us take this victory for what it is.
What are the corpse doing now? Did the corpses stop being animated
The
when
corpse
their
stopped
animator
being
died?
animated as soon as he died, yes. They were never aggressive, though. They never got aggressive. They were just walking.
I'm gonna
That's
take
Them
pretty
off my
exist-
trousers.
Them existing is bad enough.
That's pretty aggressive.
All right, guys. I'm gonna
Can
call,
I-
we're gonna call it here because it is 12 o'clock.
Sure.
And I want to get into our closing ritual. First of all, everyone had a good time, right? Everyone did good.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Daytime.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
Excellent. So let's do our closing ritual. I want to ask you, we do this to everyone. I ask our guests to do it as well. Nerd and Art, tell me what you liked about game, what you maybe didn't like, your best role play, and your best scene for the night.
No, nothing bad, all good. Yeah, had a great time. Role play of the night, definitely got to give it to Bob. Sewald was an awesome character. Loved the guest spot. Really hope we get to do this again. We did actual demon hunting tonight, guys. The shirt was a props. I'm happy. I'm stoked. We went demon hunting. New thing to check off the bucket list. The scene there in the church at the end with the visuals was very intense, and I think that was probably my favorite part.
Excellent. Davey, you know the spiel. Hit me.
Well, yeah, there's a lot to get through tonight. We had a very civilized coterie meeting, which was nice. I like the way. I'm glad of the way it turned out. I thought I would have to argue a lot more. It was good.
An argument.
It was going to be an
Maybe we
argument.
gave in too easily.
It was
Maybe I
gonna be an
gave in too
argument,
easily. I should have asked
and
for more
then-
things.
and then Roz told me that
Too late.
I also like that I have I've inflicted myself accidentally with the curse of all Bruja, which is to eventually become a cop. So it was going to happen eventually.
just need to get you a leather jacket.
Yep, got to get a leather
And a
jacket. Venture Prince, Bruja Sheriff. That's how it goes. Favorite bit? I really enjoyed Bob. Really enjoyed Sewald. I love demon hunting in the World of Darkness. Always enjoyed the Order of Moloch. So this is good. I'm enjoying it. And we got to kill a necromancing, blood sorcery, having crazy massacre doing vampire. So that was fun.
Hey, Joshy.
Yeah, nothing bad. All good. Loved the coterie meeting. Loved the. I think the little bit of retcon actually ended up helping a lot because I was coming in hot to that coterie meeting. I'll tell you what. The favorite roleplay. Yeah, we'll go. Seward was awesome, straight from the get go. Like, really, really cool. Just appearing in the middle of nowhere. That's it, right? Is that it?
That's pretty much everything, yeah. Henrik, what you like, didn't like, best role play and favorite scene?
Only thing I didn't like was the neck pain, but it's eased as I've had so much fun. Everything was great tonight. Favorite role play I want to say was the Aldhelm showing up to Anarod and him being a little cagey about it, and then him pulling Kinnerik over to tell him that he engaged with Aldhelm. And the presentation of the doubt about Sewald and what he is exactly from Aldhelm of all people, trying to be trustworthy. But I mean, I loved the painting of the scene of the can't think of the word, the ruined pagan ritual site, and then the painting of the scene at the church as well. Yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. No, nothing against you, Bob. It's just everybody's buttering you up, and I wanted to throw somebody else a bone. So you did awesome, man. I loved having you with us.
All right. Crit Crafter.
Nothing that I disliked. Everything was super cool. I really, really enjoyed the scene at Casa del Kenrick and everything that happened there. I think it was very like the typical, like, the castle with the crows and like, the whole like gothic feeling to it. It was great. I really like the whole like, Sunni needing to be invited in, the attention to details like that makes it feel like being alive. I really, really appreciate the scenes with the coterie. So I think, and it gave us a chance to play a bit more with each other. So I think that was great. So yeah, that's probably. I would say that my the best role play of the night goes to Kenrick, because it was the first time that I was actually seeing like the lordly Kenrick and how he's interacting and so forth. So yeah, I like props to you, bro.
Hey.
Oh, I don't have much to add to what everybody else has already said because I agree with all of it. That, Bob was great. Oh my God, I love Sewald. But the one thing I'm going to say, and it's not so much what I didn't like, it's that Aldhelm got away. God damn it. He needs to not get away anymore. He needs to be taken care of. I don't trust him. And he's such a little shit, too.
Yes, my
He's giving
queen.
helpful advice.
Helpful advice. He shows up once a year, shows up, starts some shit, and then leaves.
It spies on us. Spies on us constantly.
And he keeps doing it with crows, and he knows we know that they're crows.
In fairness, we are plotting to murder him.
I
Or
mean,
you are anyway. So he has, in my opinion, he has every right to spy on you guys.
We have
He's been spying since the
actually
beginning.
committed a plan
I was gonna
to kill
say.
him.
I
Which
just
came
want to
first?
sit down with the guy. I just want to sit down with the guy.
We will have to sit down. All right, Bob. I do this mostly just to get feedback. So the what you didn't like question is an important one. If there's anything that stuck out, always feel free to hit me up with it. That's fine. But it's what you liked, what you didn't like, your favorite role play, and your favorite scene of the night.
Yeah, I'll start with, I think my favorite scene of the night was the coterie scene. Like, it was really fun to watch the coterie meet. You could tell that was an important meeting. It didn't seem like your average, coterie meeting. It sounded like a lot was being cemented there. I think one of the scenes I want to shout out was Crit Crafter's character Wilston when he ends up at the Grove after it's been defiled, and his response to that I thought was really fun. I will note that I very much, the only thing I disliked was that I forgot to call Wolfston Wodensman at one point. I was going to say that and I dropped the ball on it. I forgot about it. So, but yeah, it was awesome. You were all fun to play with, and I had a great time.
I would love to invite you to come back to do this again. We've discussed in the future that if given enough notice that someone can't make it, TimeBob will come back as Sewald from time to time, filling in spots that if people have to miss game or whatnot. So just keep an eye out for stuff like that. It'll be pretty cool. Now for me, for my portion of it, what I liked, didn't like, so on and so forth. First, 3 XP for everybody.
Yay!
Everyone gets 3 XP for the night. We are acquiring quite a bit of XP, so have fun with it. What I liked about tonight, I loved having a guest NPC. I was a little nervous that we were never going to get to him, because I knew this was an important coterie meeting. I knew it was an important coterie meeting, and I was okay with having to condense some things down. But I'm glad we got to do it, and we did it in a decent amount of time too. What I didn't like about game, there wasn't anything. I had a really good time tonight, guys. You all did a fantastic job. Normally, I come out of these things feeling pretty nervous. I feel pretty good about tonight. It was a lot of fun. Favorite scene at the coterie meeting. I thought it was going to go. I thought you guys were going to invite Badolf and Cadweir and Aldhelm, and I was ready for that, but you didn't. So that was good, and I can't wait to see how they play out. And my favorite role play of the night goes to Bob. Sewald was great. All right, so now we need to find someone to raid out, because we received a really nice raid. We need to raid out. We're going to raid Mortal Rolls. That's a real easy one. That's super easy. Looks like I think they're just getting started.
They've been going at it for an hour, I think.
For an hour?
An hour and a half. So they still have a solid 2 hours left.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, so everybody stick with us. We're going to raid Mortal Rolls, and I'm going to play our outro. I will see you all soon. Stick with us. See you later, folks.
Okay, fair enough.
My ghoul can do that. No, I have a plan for Suni to get his letters. It's just not. There's other more pressing things like skulking.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair.
So is everyone secretly learning obfuscate? Is that something that's happening?
I'd love to learn obfuscate,
I
but
am.
I do not know it.
I am.
Now I know how you got into so much boon debt.
Yeah. Found out about that obfuscate, and it's like, ooh, that would be very.
Useful.
That's interesting. Very. She gets to now wander the halls, and nobody can hear her.
I want to get some out of clan disciplines. I love it out of clan discipline.
Yeah, Suni's about to drink from Cadweir with this 3 XP.
It's interesting that the necromancer didn't have any blood because actually once he was grappled, Kenrick was going to bite him.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
have a little.
the Baali. That would.
I was on the fence about it, but it's a moot point.
I had the
Well,
literal thought of like I could bite him and subdue him because of lingering kiss, but I'm not sure he's a Cainite, and I don't want a Kenrick situation.
And I was in the back like, ooh, is there fire somewhere? Could I just like take a really long stick, set it on fire, and just set him on fire?
It's a church. There's candle lighters everywhere.
Yeah, one of these days. I was curious if Sewald was going to try diablerize him. I was watching for that.
That's just a little misinformation from Aldhelm. He doesn't know anything. He's an idiot.
Well, he's like a moron who's heard the lies people say about Salubri. So
Exactly.
He's an idiot and he's a jackass. We really need to get rid of this guy.
He's not good.
Man, all these
Not a good
bastards
position.
walking around wearing ankhs on them, like broadcasting.
yeah, it's true. He didn't have a single ankh on him, so he's innocent.
Yeah, but now the
He
next
did
time we
say-
see one of those, we're gonna just like, oh, he's identifying. We need to kill him now.
Yeah.
It's interesting that symbol was also in the Mithrium and Male is wearing it, because we determined that he was not a Cainite. But
It's maybe a tag. That's how he's identified. It's a cattle tag.
that's true.
Mm.
Like in Blade.
Yeah. Like in Blade.
The documentary Blade.
The motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
Oh, I forgot to hype up the 18th.
Oh, it's fine.
King of the
It's
Castle,
fine.
yeah. Damn it. I meant to do that.
It's fine.
I meant to do that.
We have 9 days to create and bring in as much people as we can.
It'll
Do you
be-
guys want to help out your house leader, Commodore Zed, to take over the throne? That's the day you do it.
I did. Hey,
What's
my team took over the throne in the we got the doppelganger in place. We did.
Being the king is not easy.
what's happening on the 18th?
We're playing King of the Castle, which is like Crusader Kings, actually.
Okay.
A lot. It's
But
like Jack.
everybody in chat participates, and everybody in chat gets one vote for a house that they are placed in. So you're trying to vote and basically further the cause of your house, and eventually try to replace the king.
Oh, okay.
It's a fun little party game. I really enjoyed it.
It's going to be against other channels. So we got TickingTimeBob included. We got the people from Mortal Rolls included. So we're hoping to draw a big crowd, so that way people are going to be going wild and votes are going to be crazy.
I will
Hmm.
try to remember on Saturday so that we can do a little shout out, hype it up.
Mortal Rolls is man, they go out on the makeup. Good for man, they really go out on the makeup.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go hard on that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
I dig it. I mean, I've seen it before. I'm just like I comment on different stuff every time, but yeah, they really go hard on it.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up connecting with them. I was looking for players for a Call of Cthulhu game that never happened, and and Ree had a really standout scene. So I reached out and I'm like, not trying to poach, just wondering if anyone wants like a second, game kicking around.
That is
And
that is the biggest
Yeah.
word that people think I'm trying to poach their players. It's like, no, I'm really not. I just want to collaborate with people and have fun.
People are people. They're allowed to play elsewhere. It's I mean,
totally. Yeah, totally.
Ed, your stream is still going.